what happens on the paper, on the canvas, as you're drawing, isn't just the product of marks that are made on a flat surface. It's the product of our evolution, of things that are deeply rooted in our minds, in our psyche. And there are things that, I mean, we worked with a ball, 2 balls, a short time ago. But of course, as soon as you do that, it becomes a face. 2 dots become a face. And that's because the human face is very significant to us. And so, in your drawing, the face is going to affect a great deal on what happens. This drawing here, which I shall probably return to on some other occasion, deals to some extent with the creating of space in a drawing. And all the space in the drawing depends on the way that you read these marks here as figures, and the direction that these figures are looking in. So we have here a figure with his back to the viewer, and as soon as you have a figure with his back to the viewer, it builds up space on the other side, because instinctively you sense that this figure is looking that way. And then there's this figure here, very little drawn, but sufficiently for this to be eyes and a nose there. And this figure is looking across at this one. It's very hard to know what the marks are on this face that indicate so precisely the direction that this person is looking, or indeed the direction that that person is looking to. There is some relationship between them that we kind of perceive that adds far more to that than actually has ever been drawn. And so there is the space and the connection that's happening there. So eyes and faces count for a great deal. And they count for a lot even when you're not seeing them. So this head here has got eyes presumably on the other side, and it's very easy to read the direction of that gaze, even though you can't actually see the face at all. You'll notice that down here, the angle of that kind of curve and the angle of that line there, again, as we were looking at a few moments ago, give a strong indication of the form there. So actually, that's I haven't looked at this drawing for quite a long time. I abandoned it some long time ago, but having looked at it again, I'm now interested to go back to that image and work again on it, which brings us back to the whole issue of detachment and distance from your work, because I did manage to keep this rather than to throw it away, but I felt as though it was going nowhere, but having been detached from it for possibly 4 years, looking at the date on it, it's given me a chance to see possibilities that I had certainly lost.